Grading our USMNT player pool, Part 1. With the European season all but wrapped up, it's time we look back at how some of our biggest stars performed across the pond over the past year. To start things off, we look at our worst performers, relative to everyone else in the European player pool, of course. First up is Antonee Robinson. In his first full season in the Premier League, left-back Antonee Robinson was one of the few bright spots on a disappointing Fulham side. Despite racking up over 2,000 minutes, the fact remains that Robinson was part of a relegation side and was far from one of the league's standout performers. However, he never looked out of his depth and definitely deserves to stay in the league, even if it's not with Fulham. Similarly, Josh Sargent also had a decent enough season, individually speaking, this past year, but was not good enough to save his team from yet another relegation battle. Scoring 5 goals and bagging 2 assists for a team that generated nothing going forward should be enough to convince a more competent Bundesliga side to at least take a flyer on the 21-year-old striker. If Sargent is to raise his grade next season, he will need to prove that he can be a double-digit goal scorer. The last player in this group is European newcomer Reggie Cannon. When he had made his move to Portugal from FC Dallas, many suspected this would be just a stepping stone for the talented right back. However, having failed to make the positive impression that many were hoping for, offers for Cannon are not coming in as thick and as fast as we all expected they would. At this point, it's unclear if Cannon will earn himself a move to a bigger league, and even if he does, it's unlikely it'll be for a Champions League level team. Another season in Portugal might do Cannon some good. Our next group of players are those whose seasons were a bit of a mixed bag. Some good performances, some bad performances, and everything in between. The first player on this list is none other than Zach Steffen, which might surprise many given how successful his team was this season. But Steffen was, and still is, City's number 2 between the sticks. Still, Steffen made more appearances than many predicted, and save for a poor FA Cup game, has looked solid in his first season in Manchester. The next 3 players, Yunus Musa, Serginho Dest, and Gio Reyna, all had up and down seasons. At times they were spectacular, while at others they failed to have a positive impact and as a result were in and out of their respective teams' starting lineups. When Reyna was hot, he was consistently one of Dortmund's best players, but when he was cold, he didn't contribute much to the black and yellow. Dest, on the other hand, was a bit more consistent than Reyna, but for most of the season, he played things safe and did not show off the flair and style that makes his game so interesting. Lastly, Musa's struggles were simply due to the fact that he had to play out of position for a mediocre Valencia side all season long. Underwhelming seasons aside though, all 3 of these players prove that they can compete with the best of the best and are in prime position to turn things around next year. Tune in next time to watch us cover USMNT players who had outstanding seasons this year. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We love making these videos and would appreciate any feedback and support. Thanks guys, until the next one.